guys. It is hell out there. It's something out of Goosebumps. Welcome to The Gist. Today is a Halloween episode, and so we are going to be talking all things spooky. Spooky, scary, skeletons. And shivers down your spine.
I'm Grace. I've done this before.
I'm Mia. I've never done this before.
I'm Haley. Hi.
I'm Ellis, and I'm ill.
Perfect timing. So, how does everyone feel about Halloween?
Okay. I call it spoopy season, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's spoopy season, baby. Has anyone seen that Zayn and Heath video?
Of course I have.
People don't know what I'm talking about, and I put it on my story every year, and people are like, you spelt spooky wrong. No,
No, I
you're not
didn't.
cultured.
No.
So I just love it because every year, on like the 1st of October, I go, it's spoopy season, baby, on my story. And people are like, what are you talking about? Except I know it's spooky, but it's because they're talking about the Walmart thing. Anyways. No, it's not Zayn and Heath. It's like Zayn and Matt. Anyways, I like Halloween.
I love Halloween, but I don't like being scared because I'm a wimp. So I like Halloween, but I like the spooky side of Halloween rather than the scary side of Halloween. I don't like jump scares. We did like this Halloween car wash, and there were like skeletons shoving their hand through the window and stuff. And it was a little bit
Put your
traumatizing.
car windows down in a car wash.
Well, they tell you to. So I thought we were gonna get like splashed.
Do you get wet? In the car wash. The windows are down. Clarified.
They did. They didn't have us put the windows up when they were actually washing the car. So they didn't like wash the car while the windows were down.
Okay, that's what I'd assumed. I was like, that's like really impractical. I just want to move on swiftly, please.
I like Halloween, I guess. I mean, to be fair, like growing up and stuff, like it was never like a big thing. It was just like, oh yeah, go trick or treating or whatever. But coming to uni and it's become more of like a going out event makes me enjoy it more.
I will give the contrary opinion because I am not crazy about Halloween. I just feel like there's so much pressure on finding something to. I feel like it's similar vibes to New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know what I mean. Yeah. And I often find it hard to think of a costume, which I'll come to later. So yeah, I don't mind it. It's definitely not my favourite holiday. Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know why I feel the need to pass it back to you every time.
Just my favourite bit is obviously like films and stuff. I feel like you can watch like horror films and scary and like thrillers like all year round, but just more specifically within the month of October, and even into November I think is acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the scary films, like I said, but I do like the Tim Burton ones, Corpse Bride,
always.
Coraline, that kind of thing. That's better for me because genuinely, like, just if there's a horror film on, switch it off there and then.
Really?
Yeah, walked out with a smile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't blame you for that one.
Yeah, just not a fan.
No. Scream is one of my like all-time favourite films. So
So I feel like Scream, the effects are bad enough that it's not too
yeah,
bad.
it's outdated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opinions on horror films. I know you love a spooky film.
I love a spooky film. I do. I love a Halloween film. I love an autumn film. Favourite scary film? I do not know. No, my favourite Halloween films are the Halloween Town movies because as when I was younger, me and my sister, very privileged, we had Disney Channel and we used to love those movies. We'd like see the little timer when the new one was going to come out in the corner of the little Disney bubble and we'd be like, ooh,
Oh yeah, the countdowns
Halloween
are the best
Town.
bit.
Yeah. So we love Halloween Town. I honestly love all the Disney Channel original Halloween movies. Johnny Depp's in a lot of Halloween films, and he's my absolute fave. So I love a lot of Halloween films. Just general, like you said, like Tim Burton films. I always rewatch those around this time. It's just great. The cinematography around Halloween, it's great.
I would like to propose this year Midsummer is going to be my
Ooh,
Halloween
yeah.
film because I feel like it's a perfect balance of like scary and psychological. Like you will go to bed with nightmares, especially of that one graphic scene. But it's not jump scary and it's not
Yeah. It is
horrifying.
partially- It's partially jump
psychological
scary,
thriller.
I'd say.
Yeah.
But not like in a typical,
No.
like, it's not centred around jump scares, which I like.
I think I'm the only person who hasn't watched Midsummer.
Oh, it's my favourite all-time film ever.
You should watch. Florence Pugh is
It's really good.
stunning in it.
It is like 3 hours long.
Worth it.
I
no,
love
it's so
Florence
good.
Pugh, but I can't function with it because my mum and my sister were watching it while I was doing one of my my Google Meets at A level, and my teacher was like, "Oh, do you want to unmute and answer the question, Hayley?" And you could just hear Midsummer in the background. So I feel like that just gave me a bad taste for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also propose Scary Movie is always a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can deal with the scary comedy.
Sorry. If you want to go a step above Midsummer, Hereditary is
Oh.
like scarier.
I saw Hereditary on a date.
So romantic.
First of all. And I was just very underwhelmed. I had so many scary things about it, and I saw it, and I was like waiting for the jump scares. I just never got scared. I am
Really?
very hard to scare. Yeah. No, one of my all-time kind of it's not a Halloween film. I watch it all year round. But Dark Shadows.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
a good
Johnny
one.
Depp
That
as
is
a
good one.
vampire. It's a really good film. It's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it. Chloe Grace Moretz. A bunch of other people.
So if you want like a comedy, What We Do in the Shadows,
What We Do in the Shadow. Yeah.
is a good one.
It's a good
But
one.
it's like still spooky because it's based on vampires, but it's like really funny
Yeah.
because it's like a mockumentary.
Twilight?
Oh
If we're
yeah.
gonna do vampires,
That's a Halloween film.
We did have a Twilight marathon recently.
think-
See, me, I had never seen it before.
Yeah, I know. Shameful, but I've been enlightened, guys. It's okay.
Yeah, she was also a Jacob fan.
The voice, Mia. The voice. I'm sorry. Whoever is a Jacob fan, are you listening to what he's saying? Because his voice is like, "Hi guys, Bella, where the hell have you been? Look at like, his voice is so high pitched. I used to watch it as a kid and not really pick it up, and then I rewatched it maybe about 3 years ago or something. And I was literally like, whoever was a Jacob fan was a psycho. His voice is so
Right.
high pitched.
Can I just propose Carlisle above them all because
yeah.
Jacob walking ick. Yeah.
I
Edward's like he's got this like edgy like hi Bella, and it's just weird, and I don't like him. So Carlisle,
I think we're forgetting the original Dilf, which is Bella's dad.
yes.
Charlie, yeah,
Charlie is great.
gotta go there.
I feel like I need to justify myself over Jacob.
Okay, go on then. Whatever.
Bear in mind, I hadn't seen the whole thing, right? So I didn't know he latches onto a baby either, which severely. I feel like most people have probably watched it. I think I'm in the minority, but that put me off. But Edward, like, imagine, like, whenever you're kissing him, if you accidentally open your eyes and you see him looking, he looks so constipated. Like, you would never be able to kiss him again. Like, those scenes where he just. Like, he looks so in pain. I just didn't find him sexy.
As well.
Yeah, he'd be freezing.
Maybe no one in Twilight is attractive, and that's just the down of it. That's,
Yeah,
that's
maybe we're
what
just
it
not
is.
meant to fancy
Yeah,
anything.
maybe this is meant to be like a movie. You know, who cares about the romance?
I feel like Edward and Bella, I see a lot of people do Edward and Bella costumes.
I was about
I feel like it
that's
is
a good
bit of a
costume.
classic.
But it's such a basic costume. What are you gonna dress up as? You're gonna wear a flannel shirt and jeans. And you're Edward and Bella.
Get the contacts, paint your face white.
True.
Otherwise, what is it? Instead of an angel devil, you could
Yeah,
do
yeah,
Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go as Edward and Jacob if you feel like
Yeah.
it.
Sorry, I've just remembered that Joe is still behind us.
Yeah, how are you doing, Joe?
Me? What's up, team? I'm well. Just getting a nap.
What is your opinion on Twilight?
I've never seen Twilight.
Sorry for the spoiler.
Yeah.
I was just reading the news.
With what you know, would you be Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Jacob, Edward, both actually. Yeah. I love Halloween. Yeah.
Good.
Back you go.
I know you wanted to discuss costumes as a whole.
I do. Sorry to make it political, but I'm going to make it political. I just wanted to raise why I feel like Halloween is a tricky time for us girls, because obviously, like, with what you see in films and everything, there's such a pressure to be attractive in your costume. But that's not the essence of Halloween. The essence is to be scary. And then you have to kind of feel like you need to choose. And because it's all like pressure, like, to go out, parties, whatnot. Obviously not as a child, like as a teenager. Like, then you're having to like choose between a costume maybe that you would want to do versus what you feel would be you'd feel most attractive in. Yeah, because it's also like a time where you need to feel sexy. But like I said, it's not the essence of Halloween. So I wanted to bring up feminism in any way I can. In essence, thoughts?
To be fair, I do think there's like you either go for comedy or sexiness, and like the in between is what you actually want to do, which is, I don't know, just a vampire or whatever. But you've got to make it either ridiculous or attractive. So yeah, I do think it's dodgy. It's just not, and then, like you said, in films and stuff, yeah, just dying.
Yeah, like I feel like that's why I find it so hard to pick, like a costume, because I'll think of something really funny, but then I'll be like, but like no one will ever approach me when I've got like silly teeth in, or like, do you know what I mean? Or I actually look like a psychopath. But like that's kind of what I would want to do.
Yeah, and I do feel like it's like hidden within like an empowerment thing of like the whole thing is like, oh, you can dress what you want, you can wear what you want, and then you kind of tend to more go for the sexy things when that's kind of the case. But then it's like, then are you just kind of giving in to the social pressures of it all again, just the whole cycle of it all. There's like no way of actually breaking it and being like, actually this is what I want to wear.
I think as well, like the sexualization of things that aren't sexy, like a nurse, or I don't know, the sexy schoolgirl, which is dodgy on so many levels. But like there's so many things where they put slutty in front of it. I don't know if you've watched How I Met Your Mother, but there's this whole thing with the slutty pumpkin, and I don't like. It's funny in the TV program, but in real life, it actually is a thing where like they just try and make anything slutty, and it's just weird.
And it's only for the female costumes as well.
Oh yeah,
it's not like a slutty doctor for a man.
Yeah,
it's only a slutty nurse.
Oh, that would be entertaining to see.
Yeah, I think like as well the Mean Girl scene where she comes in as something scary and everyone's like, why are you wearing something scary? It's like, but it's a Halloween party. And then obviously like Regina's in her like tiny bunny costume, which obviously it was a major slay. But that aside, it was. Yeah, except Karen's backwards K or whatever it was.
That was for the dance. That was for the dance.
Was it?
Yeah.
Rip. I'm not a true fan. But I think like it's almost like we can't actively choose to be sexy and like take that away from the pressure of the feeling that we need to be sexy. Because like you can't just feel empowered and that be in itself. It's like because you like you're subconsciously feeling like you need to be sexy at the same time.
Yeah, and like even if you wanted to do something sexy, you feel it. There's always going to be a comment, whether it's either way. You're either going to get oh, you've gone for like actually scary, or someone's going to go, oh, you went like stereotypical slutty.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't actually make a choice anymore, and it's kind of to the point where now you sat there thinking, am I choosing this or is everyone else? But yeah.
I feel like it's just us who have to think about that as well. Like men don't have to think, what am I going to dress up as? They can men literally go in, like I was telling you earlier, on the bus the other day, this boy was on the bus and he was talking to his mate about his costume, and he was like, yeah, so I think I'm just going to get a white t-shirt, rip it and put some blood on it. And his friend turns to him and goes, that's so sick, bro. And I was like, that's the worst costume ever. Yeah. Like, why can men just get away with anything?
Get away with it. Like, they think about it the day of, and they're like, oh, I'll probably just wear a mask.
Like, because they could be anything. They could just be a man. That's scary enough.
Literally men are scary enough.
Scary enough.
Hope that wasn't too political for the gist, but
no.
Important issue to raise.
It's important to talk about, especially like, because like I feel like it mainly impacts uni and then probably just a bit younger, but generally just like uni and like people in our 20s. But it's like sad to like think back to like you as a child being like, you just have fun while you can, please.
No costume needed.
Yeah.
This is the thing, like my family have always been so committed to Halloween. Like there's a village near my village, and we always used to go to these Halloween parties there, and there were fancy dress like competitions, and there were some for the kids, some for like the 11 to 14, then for the teenagers, and then there were the grown-ups, and they always like, everyone committed and it was great. Like my dad traumatized me with some of his costumes, but they were always great fun. And like even now, like the other day I was on the phone with him and he was like, oh yeah, no, we're planning our costumes for the weekend. And there's no children now, it's just them. But yeah, like we always commit in our family, and I feel like after uni I'll continue to commit because that's just good vibes.
Just quickly, when you were just talking about childhood things, did you guys, when you ever went trick or treating, sometimes people would open their door and they'd have those like automated like Frankenstein things?
No,
do you know what I mean?
Literally shit myself.
I thought they were the best thing ever. I begged for one of those, but we always used to do, like, some of my family friends, we'd always do Halloween together, and Lois, who was like younger than me at the time, but we're best friends now, she used to cry at them every single time, so I couldn't get one because I would beg for them. Yeah, I thought they were the sickest thing in the entire world. When a door went open, I'm like, get in, like, automated Frankenstein.
See, we never did. This is weird 'cause I just said that we were like committed, but we never did like decorations and stuff. Like,
Didn't you?
My auntie, my auntie did them, and we would go over and she would play like spooky music. She had like this. I don't know how many CDs there were, but she didn't use YouTube. She whacked a CD in, and it had like creaking footsteps and stuff like that. And like there'd be like spider webs everywhere. There was this one year with this mud pie, and I can't actually remember the context of it, but I can remember being really quite intrigued by it. Yeah, we didn't do it in my house, like decorations.
No,
really.
I didn't, because like I lived in I still do live in like a cul-de-sac, so like no one would ever actually come down our road. So the most we would do is put a pumpkin outside, and we get maybe one trick or treater, and that's it. And then I got the rest of the tweets, so I win.
That's great for you.
Yeah. Any last thoughts and feelings about Halloween?
What is everyone doing for Halloween?
We're going to do pumpkin carving on Thursday.
Ooh.
We're going to a party on Friday, but not actually sure who's the host. But yeah, I will be going.
Some random.
Yeah, rando. And then on Saturday, doing an escape room, which I think will be very fun in my house. And then Monday, jam-packed, doing Bonkers Bingo Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Might be dead by Monday.
Halloween themed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing much. I'm working Halloween at Crisis, the All-Frighter.
What are you gonna wear?
To Crisis. Yeah. Actually, they have asked us to dress up. So now I'm kind of feeling the pressure. What am I going to wear? Don't know. Have to figure something out. I really want to do that costume I keep seeing on TikTok where it's like the princess from the Princess Diaries.
I think you should do that. I think that's such a good idea.
I know, but my pieces for it, I realised today when I was in the Halloween shop, are at home.
That is the worst.
So sad. I'll do it another time. Someone has to have a costume party this year. You know.
I'll do one for my birthday.
Nice.
I've left it too late because I got tickets for Day of the Dead on Thursday. But that's not really Halloween. That's Day of the Dead. It's a whole different thing. And then for actual Halloween, I haven't booked any tickets for anywhere. So I feel like there's no way I'm going anywhere now. But I'm trying to persuade my flatmates to do Revolution because it's like a psychedelic Alice. I don't know. I don't really know what it is.
Oh, I saw an advert for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe that, but probably I want to do like a Halloween movie night with with food, with like Halloween themed food.
Do the apple bobbing.
But yeah, I'll traumatise my flatmates a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I've done the last 2 years. Is I've just done like Halloween movie night by myself, right? Just like because just watching scary films. Love it. Yeah. Joe.
Hello.
What are you doing for Halloween?
I have a male crush, and I'm going to his for a Halloween party.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's
We might also be there.
he's very special to me.
Yeah. Well,
That's the Halloween gist.
that's it. Yeah.
Thank you for
Hope
watching.
you enjoyed watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.